Oh, you think a cute little cat in the middle of a flood with a chill-ass capybara can make me not angry that the wild robot didn't win the animated Oscar? I mean, it helps. You know the emotional roller coaster that you go through watching any David Attenborough documentary? This is that. That's all this is. There's a cat. Happy. The cat gets caught in a water-based apocalypse. Sad. The cat makes a dog friend. Happy. The dog friend leaves with other dogs. Sad. The cat finds a boat with a chill-ass capybara in it. Happy. The horrors of a water-based apocalypse start setting in. Sad. Flow is a Latvian studio's attempt to get Oscar nominations in both the foreign language and animated film categories all at once, and they succeeded and won one without ever saying a word in a foreign language or any other type of language, and while having a weird-ass style of animation. We made a cat. It's a cat. It's a normal-ass cat. It's introverted, doesn't like people. I feel it. It's a vibe. And it gets caught in this slow flood that just rises and rises and takes over everything on Earth. We think it's Earth. It looks like Earth. There's Earth animals. No people. Houses. Boats. Doesn't matter. All the animals really know how to drive a boat, but they don't speak. They're not anthropomorphic animals. I don't know. Yeah. It's anyway. That's not important. The idea is that the cat gets on this boat with this nice capybara, who is, considering that there is a biblical flood going on, chill as shit. And all these other animals could come and join them as well, and then they have to just kind of survive and learn to work with each other, and the cat has to stop hissing at them all. He just kind of goes like, and arches his back, like a cat, you know. It's very accurate how the animals... I don't know if it's really accurate how the animals would behave in this situation, because who knows how animals would behave in this situation. For an animal that supposedly can't swim, we really get a lot of tension every time this cat falls in the water, without any consequences following. Like 20 or 30 times over, it doesn't matter. The rest of the characters, they're pretty chill, they're pretty fine. Man, fuck those dogs. This is an important step in the evolution of fighting back against the American cinema idea that dogs are good, cats are bad. I appreciate that, because, come on, dogs are stupid. Anyway, it's fine. I love this film. It's short, it's sweet, it bleeds with messages that are really useful for us to learn today, both as children and adults, and it's just got a really nice vibe and energy to it. I feel like it would be too drama-focused over adventure or action or anything that would grab kids' attention more if it was longer. But it's short and sweet, so it works. Don't question where the flood came from. Don't question where the people are, if there are houses and boats. Don't question how all the animals could drive a boat so well. I don't think I could drive a boat that well in a biblical flood, but it's not important. None of that is important, because they've escaped the traditional boundaries of story and dialogue being the main focus of a film. And I gotta say, as someone who notices and appreciates the writing most usually in a film, I was surprisingly on board with this. I kind of heard the idea and I thought, it'll be nice, but kind of like The Snowman. It just gets a bit dull after a while, no? But it doesn't. I didn't feel that at all, and that is very impressive. Squabbles and minor issues do kind of take up a lot of the runtime between these animals, because at the end of the day, it's kind of a Castaway type film almost. There isn't much to do when you're in that situation apart from trying to survive, which doesn't actually look that interesting. That is a very difficult thing to try and handle about a lot of survival films. This isn't a full-on disaster film as such, so there's not that many action scenes or adventure scenes or big fight scenes between the animals or anything like that. It's not like that. It is dramatic, it is relatively slow-paced, but also short, so it doesn't feel too slow. And it's the kind of thing that really should be more boring than it is, but it's just interesting to watch. They keep the film moving. It feels kinetic enough to get away with it and to keep kids' attention spans, which is the main thing, because if you're making animated movies that aren't actually directed at adults, but they're also not able to hold a kid's attention span so much, that's a problem. I really enjoyed this. I don't think it was maybe my favorite animated film of this year in particular, but it could be other years. And I'm giving Ship. I'm down. 4 stars. They could have thrown any animal in to play the role of, hey, cat, yeah, I got this boat, what of it? But they chose a capybara, and I think that was probably the single best decision they made in the making of this film. That's just genius. Subscribe for more hard truths.